We're all looking forward to working with you.
Doctor, I left a copy of the lab report on your desk. Did you get a chance? You're here. Glad you made it.
Those results are useless to me. Go back to the
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she
Hey,
even testing?
yes?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Excuse me.
Yeah?
Doctor.
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the
Wow.
better. Rules
That was
create
productive.
order, and order promotes efficiency.
Words any former soldier can appreciate.
A man who understands the need for discipline will be a valuable addition here. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
Sounds good.
Take care then.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
Hi, Doc.
Oh, hi there. Sorry if I seem distracted. I memorized 5 sets of design schematics, and now I'm doing detailed mental comparisons.
That's amazing.
Oh, well, a lot of us do that. Anyway, I'm glad you're here. I just wanted to say how much I admire Father, and that it's an honor to meet you. I really hope you'll stay here with us. One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement. I need to synthesize a few components. Any idea if the latest weapons run has finished yet?
I'm fairly certain yes.
Oh, good.
This is day 8 of Trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Benet has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Just a second or two.
it's you.
I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab
Yes, yes.
only for the
I
moment.
know who you are.
I'm
We
well
all
aware
do.
that others are...
Well, I'm sure Father is
are
very
put
happy
off
that you're
by
here.
his
I do
presence.
hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
If I were slightly more arrogant, I might
Don't worry.
consider that
I
a
promise I
sign of
won't get in your
success.
way.
Thank you. I do appreciate that. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the child synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
If you ask me, we're only scratching the surface with the latest synths.
Dr. Orman.
It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do. Sleep is such a waste of time. I'd rather be designing more efficient plasma emitters.
Nothing to report, sir.
Dr. Holdren's Synth Gorilla project is showing promising results. Rumor is, Advanced Systems will be starting a new dark matter initiative soon. So you were there the day the bombs fell. That must have been terrifying.
Hey there.
Dr. Orman's lecture on cold fusion was nothing short of a revelation.
I'm sorry, but I'm too preoccupied for chit-chat.
The latest synth generation is just amazing. Those guys in robotics are working miracles.
You had time to examine my latest reports on batch.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month.
Excuse me, Doctor.
I don't know.
Kidding. You
Most
really
of them
are
have lasted long
Well,
past
all
their
right.
projected lifespans.
I'm Allie.
If you
Allie
ask me,
Fillmore.
they were
You can
built
think of
pretty
me as
well.
the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much. I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
On board with what?
The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, then at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Good to see you.
Thanks again.
Of course.
Greetings. As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
I wouldn't be here if not for your son.
A clean and healthy work environment is essential to
Authorized
maximum
personnel
productivity.
only.
So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, does he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
I'll pass along your message, Doctor.
See that you do.
Report anything suspicious to the SRB.
When the lights go down and the stars come out, man just forgets about all his troubles.
Hey, Doc.
Welcome. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
It'll take some time, but I could learn to like it here.
I'm so glad to hear you say so, and promise I'll work hard to make sure that you do. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here.
Hi.
Greetings, sir.
Heading over to robotics to knock some heads together.
Excuse me, I've got reports to deliver.
On the targeting package upgrades I asked.
Did I turn off
Maybe
the
I should take some
interferometer?
courses with me. You know, send a message.
Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You going soft on me, Alana? My methods get results, and they will this time as well. You'll see. Has X576 checked in yet?
I don't think so. No.
It's an honor to
keep an eye
meet
on
you,
that.
sir.
If the robotics division was a little more careful, we wouldn't have synths trying to escape.
Doctor.
So, here you are. Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
No problems here.
Good to hear. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
I'm sure it's best for everyone if the synths remain here.
Certainly. We can't allow sophisticated Institute technology to fall into the wrong hands. The results could be disastrous. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface. Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
I'm no stranger to combat.
Even so, a Courser should be more than a match for any single combatant. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine. Once a Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Everyone's excited about the new synth project. So much research, so little time.
3 levels of approval. Do you believe that? 3!
I know it'll be a difficult adjustment for you, but try to remember that synths aren't people.
Pardon me, sir.